Welcome to the International.
For 5 days, they battle. For 5 days, the crowds cheer. For 5 days, the world watches. And when the dust settles, the champions emerge. A year has passed, and as the teams gather once more, the stakes have never been higher. The Dota community has made its voice heard, pushing the International to incredible new heights. 16 teams will battle for their piece of the largest prize pool in esports history, over $2.6 million. Who will emerge victorious? The battle begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the International 2013 Dota 2 Championships for Day 3. Currently, we have 8 teams. We started with 16. We're on Day 3. We only have 8 teams remaining. All of them have got some prize money, but they're all going for the championship. And that is, of course, what we want to see today. Which teams will advance, who's going to succeed, and who will unfortunately falter or fail, maybe, under the pressure. Because there's a lot of pressure here, guys, even on me hosting. I'm sick today.
Very sick.
Yeah.
Indeed.
How are you, though, Jacob and Ben?
Doing pretty good. Got a good night's rest last night, even though it was a super long day.
Well, you know, I've been cuddling up to you, so I'm sick as well. So that's very unfortunate.
You have the same symptoms
yes,
as me.
most definitely.
There's, yeah.
How about yourself, Bruno?
I'm
Yeah.
Looking
great.
spiffy?
Yeah, I'm here. I love Seattle. I like basketball, so I wanted to bring the Sonics colors back.
Yeah, you know, Bruno, I'm still not sold on your shirt, by the way.
Why not?
But you know what, Bruno? I'm prepared to deal with it here at the panel. Can we deal with it, guys?
Definitely
I'm
deal
dealing
with
with
it.
Yeah, we're dealing with it, Bruno.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
gotta tell you, outplayed.
Where did you get that from? Jesus Christ. That kind of matches. Well, these shades are actually quite useful because it tones down my headache when I look over. But I don't know why I have a headache, by the way. It was probably something that happened. But either way.
Whiskey?
Damn it, Bruno.
Aha.
Where'd you get them from?
I'm always prepared.
I got these guys' shades, and then you just one-up me. You didn't tell me.
I know.
Yeah,
That's about live TV. You never know what's gonna happen.
I hate you. All right then. So yeah, welcome to the panel, and of course it is Day 3. You know, of course, my pronunciations on my THs are amazing, so make of that what you will. We should take a look at the brackets, because that's what I do. I'm taking a look at the brackets, too good. And we can take a look at first, of course, the lower bracket. The games today in the lower bracket are going to be Orange versus Fnatic, and then Team Liquid versus Invictus Gaming. Both of these are going to be a best of 1 today.
A lot on the line. I don't want to say that the fun starts now, but the fun starts now. This is going to be some really good games today. Liquid, we saw them beat LGD yesterday, and now they go up against IG in the best of 1 again. I think they can do it. I think they can go all the way in this game.
To the end of 1 game, you mean? They'll be able to complete 1 game. Yeah, I think actually the TL-IG game does somewhat give TL not an edge, but a better chance of winning, as opposed if it was a best of 3. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think Liquid has the upper hand because of the success they've had in going through the loser bracket, but also because it's best of 1, so they can come up with anything. And they've probably, like we were talking about yesterday, they've been doing the most different strategies throughout the tournament.
Yeah, and of course the other game that we're going to be seeing today in the lower bracket is going to be Orange versus Fnatic. Now, I spoke to Cinderin a little bit earlier on stage, and Cinderin did say that he thinks Orange are the top 3 if they perform to their standard.
Yeah, and he was citing the performance against Na'Vi, where they just absolutely destroyed Na'Vi in Game 1 in very convincing fashion. That's something that we haven't seen outside of Fnatic taking them down in the preliminary
Exactly, these are
stage.
2 teams that has actually been beating Na'Vi. Fnatic going 2-0 in the preliminary stage, and then Orange taking a game off of them yesterday, or the day before yesterday, in the actual tournament.
But those are both early on in the preliminaries and early on in the winners bracket. Na'Vi, I guess, has this tendency to just drop the first game, maybe 2. But after that, they, I wouldn't say look immortal, but they've been destroying people.
I think it's going to be a close and good game. But like Sønnen pointed out, I also had Orange as one of the favorites going into the tournament, so I definitely think they might come out on top against Fnatic.
I don't know, I really like Fnatic's chances. I mean, they came as the underdog. You said how Navi started losing and then they came very strong, but who did they lose to? They lost to actually Fnatic, which some people expected them to be bottom 8. They're showing that they're really strong. They still have Meepo under the sleeve. We might not see it in a very crucial match, but I mean, if everything fits, why not, right?
Didn't we hear them say they're not going to pick Meepo?
Yeah, and then they pick Bane and have them micro the Visage familiar. So I'm not sure I trust Hani that much.
All right.
Are you calling him out again as a liar?
No, I'm calling him that he's trying maybe to deceive his opponents into a false sense of security. We're not going to pick Meepo, please. And then suddenly, bam, suddenly Meepo.
Mind games.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if that's going to happen. Also, though, in the upper bracket, we're going to be starting today with Alliance versus DK. Will be the match to kick us off. So we're going to be going to the lower half of the upper bracket. Alliance, a big favorite in the tournament thus far, haven't dropped a single map. Up against DK, that should be an amazing game. And then the other upper bracket semi-finals is Na'Vi versus Tongfu. Also should be an absolute thriller. And these are our first 2 games. They're best of 3. And if you win that, you're in the upper bracket finals, where I believe you secure yourself at least 3rd place. So what have you guys got to say about the upper bracket matches?
Well, these 2 teams, Na'Vi and Alliance were the 1 seeds, Tongfu and DK are the 2 seeds, and we haven't seen any of these teams actually play against each other in the international thus far. So I'm really excited to see how Alliance will fare against a strong team like DK.
I think all the games are obviously thrillers. Alliance versus DK, I'm going to give it to Alliance. They've just shown sublime play throughout so far, and DK was a bit shaky yesterday, especially with the game they lost against ID. I was a bit disappointed.
They should have won that game, though.
They should have won it, and that's exactly why I don't think they're going to beat Alliance, because their decision-making isn't as good as Alliance. Meanwhile, Alliance were looking to drop a map yesterday, but then turned it around through excellent fighting and decision-making. So I just feel like Alliance is probably the better team.
Yeah. Right, but when you go to a 90-minute game, you're liable to make more mistakes than I think the other one was like a 45, 50-minute game. They were just waiting a little bit too long. Maybe after that long, it's really hard to keep your concentration and still make good decisions that far in.
Maybe they should have just ended it 50 minutes earlier.
Is that statistically correct, Bruno? The longer the game goes, the more mistakes you could potentially make?
Potentially. If the
I
game
went
goes
out on a limb
infinite
there.
time, you will end up making mistakes.
Is that so?
Well, I mean, it's just the law of large numbers. The more time it passes, something that has a 0.0001 chance of being true will happen.
All right, well, these are the matches that are coming up. But, of course, for those of you who are joining us now and didn't get to see day 1 and day 2, we've got some highlights for you.
Down arrow, flies straight through, Mushi still alive, it's almost got a Koro! Double kill, and welcome to TI3! Orange, the Malaysians, bringing down Na'Vi, game number 1! To Rabbit and the silence. Na'Vi are into the winners bracket semi-final. Out of nowhere, Dignitas aren't going for the jugular. And it's a GG. Rattlesnake, the first team knocked out of the International 3 main event. Mouse Sports just didn't have it in them in the end. LGDN knew exactly what they wanted to do, and they were ready. The crowd is wanting it. Load up.
LGD Gaming versus Alliance.
The bait! What's happening? The bait is currently being sacked. Bottom lane, Admiral Bulldog's in here. Sylar, he's trying.
So close.
It's GG. Alliance. They are into the winners bracket semi-final.
What can you say about this?
Best game so far. Sick game.
Wow. I mean, it was just as Lotus said, gold doesn't matter, kills don't matter.
Almost dead. Not yet. Sideline of fall. Liquid are doing it. They're going to take it. LGD China are going home. Oh my God. And Balva is on his feet. There it is. This is now the longest game in Dota 2 history. Team DK knocks down the defending champions. This is going to be more destruction, annihilation from IG. Absolutely slaughtering Zenith. It looks like the defending champs are staying alive and will move into the top 8.
So there we have it, day 2. That was just yesterday. It feels quite a long time away, actually, for some reason. But it was full of just so many magical moments. The storylines were so amazing. You had DK knocking down the defending champions of the International, Invictus Gaming. That was one of the big storylines.
In the multiple record-breaking game.
Yeah, we had the longest game of competitive Dota.
The most farming game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The highest, what was the amount of gold he got?
60 plus thousand.
Yeah, just over 60,000 on Burning. We had Alliance still undefeated in the tournament.
Yes.
Just imagine if Alliance are able to go through the whole tournament and not drop a single map. I don't think it's possible, but I guess anything's possible. Even LGD, who didn't drop a map in the group stages last year, they had a real tough time when it came to the main event.
I think that if any team of the ones remaining can take a game of Alliance, that's going to be DK. Navi versus Alliance is a very, very hard match to predict. If it was in the semifinals, I wouldn't be able to know what happens. But DK, I think that they have this ability to at least take one game from you. I'm not saying they are going to win it, but I was saying the same last time. I kind of want Alliance to lose a game because it takes pressure off you. If you're going to win, the more time you are without losing a game, it's not about winning the whole best of 3, but also we can't drop a game because everyone's looking at us. The moment you drop one, you just feel more relaxed. And I mean, if they're playing great now, they're going to play even better. I mean,
what about Tongfu, though? Tongfu in the group stages almost took a game off Alliance in game 1 of their best of 2 series. And it kind of reminded me of the DK-IG game. It wasn't as long. I think it was around 78 minutes long. But it was very similar, where I feel like DK had the lead for the majority of the game, or Tongfu had the lead for the majority of the game, but just didn't execute.
I think Tongfu is going to be the team that's going to just improve with each passing game now. Everyone else has been performing really great. DK maybe not as great as Alliance and Navi, but has still been performing very, very good. Tongfu's just only going to get better from here, and I think they could very well go ahead and beat Navi.
We'll have to see if that's going to be the case. That will be our second game here at the International for day number 3. But also a fantastic storyline yesterday was Team Liquid causing a huge upset, taking down LGD China. They're still in the tournament. They're currently top 8. How far can they really go?
Are you asking me? I think they can take another game, and that's about it.
One more. So they have to face IG next, and then after that they have to face the
loser of Alliance and DK.
Ooh.
But that's where we go into best of 3 against some of these juggernauts. I don't think Liquid is gonna...
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Liquid beat Tongfu 2-0 in the group stage?
Yes.
And they won versus LGD. And maybe if they win versus IG again, they will become public enemy number 1, kind of.
Well, IG 2-0'd them in the group stage.
Right.
That was they were under a lot of pressure too, because Team Liquid was on the borderline. They were in between 4th and 5th, and they had to win at least one game to be in the winners bracket. So I mean, I wouldn't say that's as much pressure as it is now, because one loss will take them out of the tournament, but it's still a lot of pressure. You want to start off in the winners bracket if possible.
Yeah, Team Liquid have been great under pressure. They've really performed well, and actually yesterday there was just so much pressure in all the games. There were so many tight games, and really it created some amazing moments. So we can take a look at some of them with the top 10 plays of day 2.
Alliance have to do something.
The Familiars have already done their stun, and Sylar wants to open up again. S4, he's going to jump in here. Oh, Sylar! Blinding light!
Needs a force down.
He's being pushed up. Somebody get him down. Be bad for them.
Here we go. QQQ looking for a target. Poked his nose up. There's the hook. Caught a familiar, trying to do what he can. Ferrari's locked down. Black hole, gonna catch all! Everyone caught that was down in the river. And now there's a swap from Faith, ends up giving himself up.
Throw off the Ori with the Nova's better, and S4 jumps in but hit himself. Wonderful spike Carapace, and then skewer up. RP drags a man, but RK with the oldie from the tree line. LGD slowed, damage. It's even held in place by RK. Bubble double kill for Admiral Bulldog.
Now the rockets a fly. Hook's there. Where's the hook?
He canceled the last second. Boba is hitting it home. BKB coming up from Silo, 4-step out, and Silo just stuck there, hitting cogs like a madman.
He's got no TP, he's got no way out. This is a massive kill if they can get it on the run. Dusted up, all the damage stolen, and Sylar just has no way out. Boba's done it again. Ice, if he gets lifted, he is so dead. Arsar gets home step under the tower, now driven back low and dead. Ice, fighting a kill, 1v2, juking in the trees, still alive, standing strong. He's done it. This guy is so hard to kill. Roche is low. Are they going to contest or not?
You gotta do it now. You gotta do it now, Saw.
BKB from Korov. Not being used. Caught by the Saw. Roche is low. Grand Theft Aegis from LGD. Picked up by Yao. Hogan from Boba. RP catches a few, and it's Chaos in the pin. Still standing strong.
Second RP. It's gonna come right now. That also catches 3 Sylar with the right clicks. He gets up by X-Mike. He's low. He's gonna get one, but he's dropping. Korok wins the man fight. Yao comes back in. Hooks back in by Boba. They win the team fight. TC grabs the cheese.
On the other side of the map. Here, though, comes Yamate, rather X-Freedom. Surged in, looking for a net. Can't find it yet. Now, a beautiful steal. Steals Mirror image. Will it matter? Doesn't look like it. One more hit. Yes, it does. He's gonna live. Might catch a straggler here. X-Freedom by himself. Nets in. Held in position. Familiar stuns. Dropping fast. Ice jumping forward. Is he gonna fall? He does. Barely killed off. A great anti-mage ult. Picks up a return kill. Will Zenith re-engage. Where's that call down? Ice is here. No gyrocopter just yet. He's still bottom. Now in comes a deafening blast. A few heroes to fall. KSI driven off. These minions are just doing too much damage.
Oh my god, see? Sunstrike! He nukes them down!
S4 being scripted up. The base. What's happening? The base is currently being sacked. Bottom lane, Admiral Bulldog's in here. They have to defend Collarbox back. And now your secondary RP. Familiar finds its space. Sylar beats down Admiral Bulldog. And Loader, nightmared up. Concoction, 1 stun, 2 stun. Hold. Slides. Loader, he's gone.
The mid-racks, the only one
98
standing.
seconds. They have to hold the mid melee. The Familiars will die as well. If they lose this mid melee, we got mega creeps for Alliance. 61 minutes in. Even Beastmaster now buys BTs. LGD must
Travels
push.
on everyone.
Ace will take the win here. Loader and Bulldog in through the rear. There's just not enough deeps. Sylar, he's trying.
So close.
62 minutes, 46 seconds. 31 to 30 kills mean nothing. Throne means everything. Alliance, this is game 1.
You have BKB available on Alchemist. He is by far the strongest here. They are going for the throne. They say no more messing around. Will LGD make a great play? Sylar coming in. Invivo goes up a huge long stun. Live on X-Mike.
There's no RPs here. Can they really stop this fight without any RPs? The throne's gonna start dropping soon. Tier 4's to fall. 1's down. 1 to go for Liquid. LGD could be going home. Now another home.
He's gonna delay another 2-man call. And now Sylar needs to fight. Does he have buyback? He got a buyback now. The throne under siege. Tier 4 towers going down. BKBs are all over right now for Team Liquid. And Sylar, this gotta be his last hurrah. Boba, he's looking for more hooks. They find 2 more. Now Sylar, man fight. Cheese gets pop on TC. They're going for the kill. We have RP in 20 seconds. Will there be 20 more seconds? I'm not sure. Sylar going for TC. They don't get TC, but look at
Throne's low. Throne's almost dead. Not yet. Sylar to fall. Liquid are doing it. They're gonna take it. LGD China are going home.
Oh my god.
And Boba is on his feet.
Did you ever dream of this happening?
I mean, the tournament's still not over, obviously, but this is a best-of-1 game versus LGD, the team, the players that I've always looked up to, Yao, Zhao, and beating them like that. Like, we all played so amazing, and that was the best, one of the best, probably the best time of my life, that game.
Wow.
So there we have it, the top 10 plays of day 2. I think you could got easily a top 20 out of yesterday. There were some really fantastic plays. But what for you stood out in terms of a match?
Definitely Liquid. I think Bulba, especially on his clockwork, obviously, man of the match. But also the team on a whole played so amazingly well against LGD. There's really nothing to say about that game other than Liquid deserved to win. And I think I saw a tear of joy in Bulba's eye there at the interview with Casey. And with good reason too.
Yeah, that was against LGD's most comfortable strategy, too. Alchemist Mag, they played that over and over. It was Fister playstyle, and Liquid just completely took them out of their element. Bulba, I think he had 2 plays in there.
So do you find that Team Liquid were the most impressive team of yesterday? Can you say that, even though Alliance,
it's been the only upset of the tournament.
It's the first upset of the tournament, yeah. And I think they're looking strong. We talk about Bulba a lot, and the rest of the team, everyone did their job, especially Fluff and Stuff. He was not the highlight part of the replays because there was Bulba doing so much work, but his freezing fields were always on target. You could see his emotion. This is a very collected and calm guy. He never shouts, he never screams. You could see his face. He was out of his mind there, having so much fun, and I think that guy deserves a little bit of recognition as well.
I mean, everyone on Liquid's lineup did amazingly well. Even Ix Michael with his spell uses on the main elemental was easily overlooked a lot in that game just because of how great his teammates also were.
And TC's Razor, I think, carried them to the early game with his pretty good skill build, too, and item build.
Yep, you guys said it, and Bruno, you said it. They deserve some recognition. They definitely got that. But for some other people that deserve some recognition, well, they live backstage, and we're sending Casey in to talk to him.
Good morning, guys. We are here in the backstage area. I'm going to show you the kind of backstage area in a second. This is all the way back, and this is the video village where basically all the magic happens. And Chris is going to explain to us kind of what we're seeing behind us. Good morning.
Good morning. So right here we have, well, I'll start in the back over there. In the far back, we have Game 5 from China.
Let me get out of the camera way. There we go.
They're doing a full production for China over there. We have...
I'm very excited to be on TV.
Yeah. A little bit closer, we have all the people who are doing the video encodes and the YouTube uploads. And then we have actually TV6 right here. They're from Sweden. They're doing a production. And then this is the main streaming area over here to the left, where we've got our 4 languages streaming, the crowd cam and the pod cams both right there.
And if we could just scan back up just so you can see the delay. There we are. Kind of creeping me out, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
So yeah, that's what we have right here. And then over here is the big station where we're doing all the on-stage part of the show. The pod cams, the screens in front of each of the players, and the big screen that we have for everyone in attendance here.
I know you guys are hard at work back here, but when you're watching everything that's happening on the stage, you're getting excited too.
Yeah, we get pretty excited back here too, but we try to pay attention to make sure everything's still working right.
You can't get up and run around the stage like Bulba.
No. We just do little dances in our chairs.
You might miss a few buttons if you do that. All right, continue the tour, please, sir.
So yeah, these are the guys that are doing all this. You can see all the front screen, what we have in front of each of the players here. Setting up the lobby, getting ready for the game.
Yeah, so these guys they're controlling not only what the audience is seeing right now on the big screen in front of them, but out in the lobby. So this is a lot of having to really stay on top of things.
Right, we're showing all the upcoming events, what games are next, who's signing what when, everything that's happening around here.
Chris, thank you for the tour. We're going to continue the tour a little bit. I want to show you, we can't come too far because we want to be very careful, but I want to kind of give you a perspective from the players. You know, obviously we all know what it's like to watch them, but what is it like to be a player and to actually feel the energy as you're walking through the backstage area onto the stage itself? They come out from down the hall. Then we have 2 green rooms back there where each team can kind of sit and chill out, and there are TV screens back there where they can kind of keep an eye on the action. And then they walk through here. Back there's the interview room where you see a lot of our interviews happening, so that's where we head them to as soon as they come off the stage. But if you follow me, please, this is what it looks like as a player. They file through here, past the lovely screen, and into the darkness of the side stage. Now I'm going to follow the cable. I hope I go through the right curtain here. Pull it aside. Here we go. See how that works? And here they are. And there you are. A lovely looking audience, and you guys have so much energy, and I'm so impressed. How many people were here until midnight or later last night? So exciting, and so exciting to see how the energy is still up. See, now you can see what happens to try to make me look presentable for television. I'm followed around by a light. So this is kind of the behind the scenes for those of you watching on the stream, and for people watching, and for you guys too, I just want to, in case I forget between now and Sunday, thank you for being so supportive. There are a lot of people who are just learning about Dota the way I am, and I really appreciate you guys being so kind about it and bringing me into the family. And really proving to people that gaming is a sport that can't be ignored. And hopefully this is what will show people that they need to give you guys the respect that you deserve, because this is amazing. And I'm going to send it back to you, James. We'll show you more behind the scenes stuff coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Casey. Yeah, was it a backstage tour or was it a game of Spot Ice Frog? I got him twice, Bruno.
I actually was surprised that they weren't trying to hide him this time. And I also want to,
They're really slacking off.
I was expecting Casey to actually go for an interview. But also I want to thank Based Bot Guy for showing everyone around. Now you can put a face to the bots.
There we go. So, you guys, have you guys been backstage as well and seen all the work they put in, or have you been watching the games in the
I've been
auditorium?
testing Half-Life 3 backstage, and that's about it.